How's it going, man? Brock here with AMG, and we're going to talk about today's Authentic Talk Note. This one comes from AMG, and one of the guys mentioned, my issue is a lack of courage. And we so often have been told in our culture for men to be strong, be courageous, be adventurous, and have kind of the perfect leadership model for men. Anybody can Google that and figure out exactly what a real courageous man looks like. However, we would say that it's an expression of yourself to be courageous rather than an experience. So often we want to analyze a certain situation that we're going to be in, a relationship we're going to have a conversation with, and we'll just really pick ourselves apart and analyze it rather than just being free and knowing that we're a good man and knowing that we can have that conversation because it's good and we want to have it rather than being afraid of what we're not. And so I really want to encourage today, first of all, just to let you know you are a good man. Your experiences don't dictate whether you're a good man or not. You just simply are. And once we feel light in that, all of a sudden we feel like all of a sudden we can be courageous, but it almost doesn't feel courageous anymore because it's just a way of living and being authentic and real with those in our lives. So my call to authenticity for you today is to have that conversation with that someone that you've been avoiding. So whatever that is in your life that you just really have been putting off that difficult conversation or difficult discussion, I would encourage you to push into that and know that it doesn't matter the outcome. You're not responsible for other people's response. However, I do want you to feel free to be authentic in your life, and if it's a close relationship, be vulnerable in your life. So I really think if we would free ourselves of that perfect guy in our mind, that we could be more courageous, and it would actually be more of a way of living. In relation to our social, our circle of relationships and our spies, this is going to come back to our social, so I kind of got ahead of myself there. And intellectual, we find in our mind we really overanalyze these things and really want to become the best guy. And so I would say throw that away and just give it more expression. This would also be a number one relationship concern, in that we're dealing with our inner circle of how do we feel about ourselves and how does that bleed into or keep us from things in our life. So if you want to expand on these concepts and maybe get some more information, more resources, we've created a whole resource page, an AMG course that I want you to walk through, because I promise you this has changed my life. It'll change your life. I'm not just saying that. This is something that I'm very passionate about, and I want to share this with you, because if we start living this way, when we start living this way, it's amazing how it transforms all the other relationships in our life. So I'd encourage you to click the link below and we'll go on the journey with you. All right, we'll talk to you soon.